How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Gaming with Geeks. I'm Johnny64, and today I have some breaking Nintendo news for you guys. This is related to Nintendo's quarterly earnings call, and apparently, according to the president of the company, we're going to be looking at the Switch, not a next-gen console, the Switch, for quite a while. So this was today's earnings call. President of Nintendo, Shintaro Furukawa, had some things to say about it. One of the exact quotes was, "It's just in the middle of its life cycle." So the Nintendo Switch just became the best-selling Nintendo console of all time, and it doesn't appear to be slowing down. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of momentum going around the Nintendo Switch at the moment. And so here was his exact quote. "The Switch is just in the middle of its life cycle, and the momentum going into this year is good. The Switch is ready to break a pattern of our past consoles that saw momentum weakening in their 6th year on the market and grow further." This isn't a huge surprise. There is a lot of people, both in the Nintendo community, even people on this Geeks and Gamers team, that really would like to see a next-gen Nintendo console because a lot of people believe the Switch leaves a lot to be desired. It doesn't have all the specs, it doesn't have 4K, but there's several reasons why this makes sense from Nintendo. I mean, for one, from a business standpoint, the Switch is doing so well right now, and everything regarding the excitement around the Nintendo community right now has nothing to do with the hardware from Nintendo, but it's all about the software. So Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, a rumored new Donkey Kong game, the highly rumored Mario Kart 9 game. There's just games and more rumors going on. And with the way it's selling and with the chip shortage going on right now, even if they were to bring out a new console, they wouldn't be able to sell as many copies of it as they'd like to because they can't produce it to the extent that they'd like to. So it's not the best timing for them to make a new console. It makes sense that they want to ride this wave for the Nintendo Switch as long as possible. I believe the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console of all time, and it's around 155 million units. If there's another 5 to 6 years of the Nintendo Switch and it just crossed 100 million units, I mean, obviously the chip shortage is going to play a factor, but it at least has a shot to eventually become the best-selling video game console of all time. It's got a chance. So it's interesting to see this news. I'm really curious to see how the Nintendo community, how you fans feel as a whole, because I imagine some people are going to be excited. I personally don't mind that much because I love my Switch. I'm excited about all the games coming out, and I'm not anxious to spend another $400, $500 on a new console. I imagine Switch isn't going to be quite that high, or the next Nintendo console. But there's a lot of people who were looking forward to the next thing, and if it's only halfway into its life cycle, you're talking about a console that's going to be around for a solid 10 years before it gets a sequel or it gets a successor. That's a long time for a video game console. So I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts, but get used to the Switch because it's going to be around for a while. So if you were thinking about picking one up, it's not a bad time because apparently we're only halfway into it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more video game news, more Nintendo news. We'll provide it for you. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you guys in the next one.